Welcome back to the channel, gentlemen. Today we're diving into a topic every man will face in his life: how to respond calmly to criticism and insults. Now, this isn't just about holding your tongue or letting things slide. This is about mastering a deeper level of self-control, using Stoic principles to not only endure, but rise above the chaos that comes with these encounters. Criticism and insults will come your way, there's no escaping that. But the way you handle them speaks volumes about your character, your strength, and most importantly, your mindset. If you're tired of reacting emotionally and regretting it later, stick with me. By the end of this video, you'll have actionable strategies for turning even the most hurtful words into moments of personal growth and development. Let's get started. First, let's break down why people criticize or insult others. Understanding the why can help you not take things so personally. Criticism and insults often stem from the following. 1. Projection. Most of the time, people criticize others because they're projecting their own insecurities onto you. Think of it as a mirror. They're unhappy with themselves, but rather than deal with it, they point the finger outward. Maybe you've achieved something they haven't, or you remind them of something they dislike in themselves. Stoic perspective. What we say to others often reveals more about us than the other person. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that it's not the criticism that matters, but how we interpret it. Remember that the insult is often a reflection of the critic's internal world, not yours. 2. Misunderstanding. Criticism can arise because people don't understand your perspective, your decisions, or your values. Not everyone will be on the same page as you, and that's okay. However, rather than asking questions to understand, they attack or judge. Stoic response. It's not your job to make everyone understand you. Your job is to live in accordance with your values and principles. As Epictetus says, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. How Stoicism teaches us to view criticism. Now that we understand why criticism and insults happen, let's talk about how to view them through the lens of Stoicism. The Stoics were masters of separating emotion from reason. Here are the key shifts you need to make. 1. Detachment. The first step is to detach yourself from the insult. The insult isn't about you, it's about their perception of you, and perceptions can be flawed. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." You can't control what people say, but you can control how you let it affect you. 2. Indifference to external opinions. Stoicism teaches us that other people's opinions are external. They exist outside of our control, and thus they don't matter as much as we think they do. What truly matters is how we perceive ourselves. Focus on your internal standards of right and wrong, not the shifting opinions of others. As Seneca said, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. A lot of the pain you feel from criticism or insults is self-inflicted because you choose to believe what's been said about you. Don't let their words define your reality. When someone insults or criticizes you, it's easy to react emotionally. But emotional reactions often lead to regret. Here's how you can train yourself to respond calmly in the heat of the moment. 1. Pause before you react. This is a classic Stoic technique. When the insult hits, instead of reacting immediately, take a breath. Count to 5. Give yourself that space to process what's happening. This small pause allows your rational brain to take over, preventing an impulsive reaction. Marcus Aurelius practiced this himself by reminding himself to first understand what is being said, then respond if needed. 2. Reframe the situation. Instead of seeing the insult as a personal attack, try to view it as an opportunity for growth. Is there any truth in what's being said? Even if the insult is delivered harshly, there might be something valuable you can take from it. For example, if someone says you're lazy, ask yourself, is there any truth to that? If yes, take it as a challenge to improve. If no, let it slide off. Either way, the insult has no real power over you. You've used it for self-improvement, and that's your victory. 3. Nonverbal responses. One of the best ways to diffuse an insult or harsh criticism is through nonverbal communication. Maintaining calm body language, standing tall, maintaining eye contact, and keeping your facial expression neutral sends a powerful message. This silent strength can disarm the other person. Often, they're expecting you to lash out or show vulnerability. When you don't, they lose their power. Respond with humor or gratitude. Sometimes the best way to deal with an insult is to respond with humor or even a simple thank you. For example, if someone mocks you, you can respond with, "You might be right," and smile. This shows that you're not taking their words to heart, and it takes the sting out of the insult. Another tactic is to say, "Thank you for your feedback. I'll think about it." This not only keeps the conversation civil, but also shows that you're in control of the situation. Mastering your emotions in the moment is crucial, but you also need to build long-term emotional resilience so that criticism and insults don't affect you as much in the future. Here's how. Practice daily reflection. One of the most effective Stoic practices is daily reflection. At the end of each day, review the interactions you've had. Ask yourself, how did I respond to criticism or negativity today? Did I stay calm, or did I let my emotions get the best of me? This self-awareness allows you to improve day by day. As Seneca said, every night we should call ourselves to account. What infirmity have I mastered today? What passions opposed? What temptation resisted? What virtue acquired? Over time, this reflection will strengthen your emotional control. Surround yourself with positive, like-minded people. The company you keep plays a big role in how you handle negativity. If you're constantly surrounded by negative, critical people, you'll find it harder to remain calm. But if you're around supportive, growth-minded individuals, you'll have a stronger foundation to face external negativity. Stoicism isn't about isolating yourself, but about choosing your associations wisely. As Epictetus said, the key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. Strengthen your internal confidence. The stronger your internal confidence, the less external criticism will affect you. How do you build this? By living in alignment with your values. When you know that you're acting with integrity, criticism loses its sting because you know deep down that you're doing the right thing. Stoicism teaches us to act according to our virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. If your actions are aligned with these virtues, external judgment holds no power over you. Anticipate criticism. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is to expect adversity. If you know that criticism and insults are a part of life, they won't catch you off guard. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, begin each day by telling yourself, "Today I shall be meeting with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness, all of them due to the offender's ignorance of what is good or evil." By expecting negativity, you can prepare yourself to handle it calmly and rationally when it arrives. Let's take a moment to look at some real-life examples of how Stoic figures dealt with criticism and insults. These stories illustrate how powerful Stoic principles can be in action. Marcus Aurelius. As the emperor of Rome, Marcus Aurelius was constantly criticized and insulted, both publicly and privately. Yet, he chose to respond with calmness and self-restraint. In Meditations, he wrote, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They are like this because they cannot tell good from evil." Instead of reacting with anger or frustration, Marcus saw these encounters as opportunities to practice patience and compassion. Epictetus, born into slavery, Epictetus faced harsh treatment and criticism throughout his life. Yet, he learned to remain unaffected by the opinions of others. He famously said, "It is not the events themselves that disturb people, but their judgments about those events." Epictetus understood that while we cannot control what others say, we can control how we interpret it. In closing, gentlemen, learning to respond calmly to criticism and insults isn't about being passive. It's about mastering yourself. about gaining control over your mind and emotions. It's about turning every insult into an opportunity for growth. Remember, it's not the insult that defines you, but how you choose to respond. So, the next time someone throws words at you with the intent to harm, take a breath, pause, and remember, you are in control of your response. You have the power to turn criticism into a moment of strength, a moment of stoic resilience. If you found value in today's video, give it a like, share it with someone who might need it, and make sure to subscribe for more Stoic insights to elevate your personal development journey. Stay strong, stay stoic, and I'll see you in the next video.